Thanks for existing. Don't come. That's what my dad texted me on Christmas Eve. No hello, no reason. Just 6 words that said my family was celebrating without me. I'd been paying for that family anyway. For 18 months, I covered my sister's rent, groceries, utilities, and every fake emergency. She claimed she was between jobs, so I picked up extra shifts and cut my life down to nothing. In my house, being the stable one meant you shut up and swipe your card. The night before Christmas, she threw on her coat and paused at the door. Oh, if they ask, I told them you're basically squatting here. I stared at her, hands dripping. Excuse me? She shrugged. Your name isn't on the lease. It's easier. I'm the one paying. Yeah, she smirked. But they don't need to know that. At midnight, I changed the locks. The next morning, I heard her keys fail, then the fist pound and the long, stunned silence. I didn't open the door. I just left 2 gift-wrapped boxes on the mat and walked back inside. One box was normal, the other was small, and the small one was moving, like it had a heartbeat. A week earlier, she'd asked me to Venmo her for her half of takeout after not paying rent for months. When I reminded her, she shrugged and said, "No one forced you." Then I found the credit card statement. $6,438.72 at Sephora, Apple, Zara, a spa, even a tattoo deposit. The account was under my name, opened with my social security number and my email. My sister hadn't just used my money, she'd stolen my identity. So when Dad texted, "Don't come," and she later told me, "You don't belong," I stopped being polite. She started banging again, so I opened the door slow. Her eyeliner was smeared and her hair was a wreck. She held the moving box like it might explode. "What is this?" she yelled. I said, "A present. Open it." She stormed inside and ripped the lid off. First, she saw the screenshots. Then the statement with the balance circled in red. Next, the flash drive labeled, "For Dad." After that, the sticky note. "Your lease is up, emotionally and otherwise." Finally, I pressed play. Her own voice filled my living room. "He's like a bank with no overdraft fees. Why wouldn't I take advantage?" My phone rang, Dad. I put it on speaker. He went straight to offended. "Son, what is going on? Your sister says you changed the locks. That was cruel." I laughed once. "You told me not to come to Christmas." I listened. "It wasn't about you," he snapped. "Then why is her email on a card opened with my SSN?" I said. "Why is her shopping on my name?" Silence. My sister lunged for the phone, but I pulled it back. "Dad," I said calm, "you raised a thief, and you helped her blame me." A soft knock cut through it. My mom stood there, and behind her was my sister's ex. He looked at her like he finally saw the real person. "Someone used my name too," he said. "2 iPhones and a hotel. Was it you?" For the first time in her life, she had no script. I tossed her coat toward the hallway. "Your stuff is out there," I said. "Next to the trash." She left without a word. No tears, no threats, just footsteps and an elevator door closing. After that, I got busy. Police report, fraud cases, and a thick folder of evidence. Capital One refunded the $6,438.72. Then I added up 18 months of rent, bills, and groceries. I'd covered $17,892 and hired a lawyer. Certified letters went to my parents and my sister. My grandma called a few days later, furious. Dad had cashed a savings bond in my name over $9,000 to pay off my sister's car. Grandma froze what was left and rewrote her will. "You're the only one who kept receipts," she said. Court was fast. My sister wore beige like sympathy was a color. My parents tried excuses. The judge cared about one thing, consent. The ruling came down. $13,000 in restitution. My debts cleared. Costs covered. 2 weeks later, my sister mailed me a childhood photo with "You happy now?" scribbled on it. I wrote one line on the back, "You let go first." Then I burned it. Months later, my parents still hadn't reached out. No apology, no birthday card, just silence. And the silence felt like air. Last spring, a small package showed up with no return address. Inside was a photo of me with my niece when she was little, laughing on my shoulders. On the back, in shaky handwriting, "I'm sorry for how my mom treated you. Thank you for everything." I keep that one because it reminded me I wasn't crazy or cruel, just overdue. What would you have done in my place? Drop your take in the comments.